Welcome to this edition of Ethical Sustainable Investment News and Analysis to Profit By. I'm Ron Robbins, an ethical investing pioneer for over 40 years, quoted in the Wall Street Journal, Market Watch, the Globe and Mail, and numerous other media, and founder of the highly respected global ethical sustainable investing information website, Investing for the Soul. And please listen to my disclaimer statement at the end of this podcast. Now enjoy this podcast. Hello, Ron Robbins here. Though a little late, I sincerely wish you a terrific, happy, healthy, and prosperous new year. So welcome to my first podcast of 2023, episode 97, and published on January 13th, 2023, titled ESG Stock Picks for January 2023, and presented by Investing for the Soul. Investingforthesoul.com is your site for vital global ethical and sustainable investing mentoring, news, commentary, information, and resources. Remember that you can find a full transcript and links to content, including stock symbols and bonus material, on this episode's podcast page located at investingforthesoul.com/podcasts. Now, if any terms are unfamiliar to you, simply Google them. Also, a reminder, I do not evaluate any of the stocks or funds mentioned in these podcasts, nor do I receive any compensation from anyone covered in these podcasts. Furthermore, I will reveal to you any personal investments I have in the investments mentioned herein. Additionally, quotes about individual companies are brief, so that I can get as many companies covered as possible in the time allowed. Please go to this podcast's webpage for links to the actual articles for more company and stock information. Also, several companies are covered more than once, and there are also 12 article links below that time didn't allow me to review here. So let's start with Jim Cramer recommends these 5 healthcare stocks in 2023 by Crystal Herr on CNBC.com. These are the 5 stocks with brief comments by Crystal Herr. Danaher. Cramer predicted that the company will have a banner year in 2023 and called it one of the best-run companies in any industry. Pfizer, praising the vaccine maker's acquisition of Arena Pharmaceuticals, Biohaven, and Global Blood Therapeutics. He said that Pfizer stock is a steal. United Health Group. Cramer said that he likes the best-of-breed managed healthcare stock. Humana. He called the stock a great turnaround story. Edwards Life Sciences. Cramer says he likes the stock because the company's underlying business has been strong, despite the stock being down over 43% for the year. Disclaimer: Cramer's charitable trust owns shares of Danaher and Humana. End quotes. Now back to familiar territory with this article titled Goldman Sachs says investors should buy these 3 solar energy stocks. Sees over 50% upside potential. It's by Tip Ranks and found on yahoo.com. Here are some quotes from the story. Banking giant Goldman Sachs believes the Inflation Reduction Act clears the way for at least a decade-long runway for stable installation growth across all residential, commercial, and utility-scale markets. We've used the TipRanks database to pull up 3 solar power recommendations by Goldman's 5-star analyst Brian Lee. Lee has tapped these stocks as buying propositions and sees them bringing 50% upside or better. 1. Enphase Energy Inc. Inverters, Enphase's chief product line, convert the DC power to usable alternating current, AC, power suitable for residential and commercial distribution. Overall, there are 17 recent analyst reviews available on Enphase shares, and these include 14 buys and 3 holds, for a strong buy consensus rating. 2. First Solar Inc. has been in business since 1999 and is the largest US-based maker of photovoltaic panels. Focuses on cutting-edge PV technology, from the manufacture of thin-film PV modules at commercial scale to the maintenance of recycling of spent panels. Wall Street takes a bullish stance on First Solar. 12 buys and 5 holds issued over the previous 3 months make the stock a moderate buy. 3. Array Technologies Inc. has built its niche around solar tracker technology, needed to keep photovoltaic panels properly oriented to the sun for maximum power production. Overall, the 9 recent analyst reviews on Array add up to a moderate buy consensus, with 7 buys, 1 hold and 1 sell. End quotes. Continuing on the solar theme is this article titled 12 Best Solar Energy Stocks to Invest in Heading into 2023. It's by Muhammad Saqib on Insider Monkey and found on yahoo.com. Now some quotes on each stock by Mr. Saqib. We started with the holdings of Global X Solar ETF and ranked its holdings using Insider Monkey's proprietary hedge fund sentiment data, which tracks the holdings of over 900 elite hedge funds. Starting with number 12, Dayco New Energy Corp. Number of hedge fund holders, 20. Headquartered in Shanghai, Dayco New Energy is a global leader in the production of high-purity polysilicon for the solar PV sector. On December 5, 2022, Cheo Ji, an analyst at Goldman Sachs, reduced her price target on Dayco New Energy to $70 while keeping a neutral rating on the stock. 11. Atlantica Sustainable Infrastructure, plc. Hedge fund holders, 21. Atlantica Sustainable Infrastructure is a United Kingdom-based sustainable infrastructure company that owns, operates, and invests in renewable energy, storage, efficient natural gas and heat, transmission lines, and water assets across North America, South America, and Europe. 10. Shoals Technologies Group Inc. Hedge fund holders, 21. The company sells EV charging solutions in the United States for public and fleet electric car charging stations. On November 16, 2022, Christine Cho, an analyst at Barclays, said the company is still in a strong position with improved backlog visibility and a more enticing value proposition. 9. Canadian Solar Inc. Hedge fund holders, 22. Canadian Solar is one of the world's largest solar technology and renewable energy firms. The company is a major solar photovoltaic module producer and a manufacturer of battery storage projects, with a diverse geographical pipeline at various stages of development. 8. Sonova Energy International Inc. Hedge fund holders, 25. Sonova Energy International provides home solar and energy storage services. Sonova Energy has roughly 195,000 subscribers. On December 13, 2022, Biju Perincheril, an analyst at Susquehanna, reiterated his positive rating on Sonova Energy International. 7. SunPower Corporation. Hedge fund holders 26. SunPower Corporation is a leading provider of solar technology and energy services that provides fully integrated solar, storage, and home energy solutions to consumers, mainly in the United States and Canada, through a variety of hardware, software, and financing options, as well as smart energy solutions. 6. Array Technologies Inc. Hedge fund holders 29. Array Technologies is a global utility-scale solar tracker technology. On December 6, 2022, Michael Blum, an analyst at Wells Fargo, started covering Array Technologies with an overweight rating on the stock. 5. Ortus Power Inc. Hedge fund holders 33. Ortus Power is a clean energy electrification company headquartered in Connecticut, USA. The company creates and operates photovoltaic solar energy storage systems. On December 13, 2022, Ryan Levine, an analyst at Citi, reduced his price target on Ortus Power to $10 while keeping a buy rating on the stock. 4. Solar Edge Technologies Inc. Hedge fund holders 44. Solar Edge Technologies is an Israeli company that designs and distributes photovoltaic inverters, energy generation monitoring software, and battery energy storage devices. On December 14, 2022, Christine Cho, an analyst at Barclays, raised her price target on Solar Edge Technologies to $396 and upgraded the stock's rating to overweight. 3. First Solar Inc. Hedge fund holders 45. First Solar is a global PV solar energy solutions provider and a major American solar technology company. First Solar is the world's largest producer of thin-film PV solar modules. On November 14, 2022, Corinne Blanchard, an analyst at Deutsche Bank, started covering First Solar with a price target of $180 and a buy rating on the stock. 2. Sunrun Inc. Hedge fund holders 47. Sunrun Inc. is a company that designs and develops home solar energy systems in the United States. Furthermore, the company provides battery storage systems. On November 11, 2022, Elvira Scotto, an analyst at RBC Capital, reduced her price target on Sunrun to $42 while keeping an outperform rating on the stock. And number 1, Enphase Energy Inc. Hedge fund holders 59. The company develops and manufactures microinverters, solar panels, and energy storage systems for the residential and commercial markets. Enphase Energy Inc. operates in more than 21 countries worldwide. On October 26, 2022, Biju Perincheril, an analyst at Susquehanna, increased his price target on Enphase Energy Inc. to $310 from $290 while keeping a positive rating on the stock. End quotes. From solar, now to wind power with this article titled 8 Best Wind Power Stocks of 2023 by Corey Mitchell on Forbes.com. Due to the structure of the article, I'm going to just list the company names here. Dominion Energy Inc., Northland Power, Eversource Energy, Iberdrola SA, Brookfield Renewable Partners LP, Vestas Wind Systems, Boralex Inc., and Ørsted AS. Next is this article, America's Most Responsible Companies 2023 by Newsweek and Statista, found on newsweek.com. Some quotes. Newsweek has partnered with global research and data firm Statista for our 4th annual list of America's Most Responsible Companies. This year, our list includes 500 of the U.S.'s largest public corporations. End quotes. The top 5 companies are HP, General Mills, Whirlpool Corporation, Merck & Co., and Clorox. Of course, for the full list, go to the web page and the link therein. Now, many ethical and sustainable investors, particularly if they're looking for income, will seek ethical dividend-paying stocks. Thus, this article is for them. It's titled 16 Ethical Dividend Stocks to Invest in Today, and is by the Impact Investor on the impactinvestor.com site. Here are some quotes from the article. I pride myself on being an ethical investor. I sometimes choose ESG stocks. However, I also make investment decisions independent of ESG rankings based on my ethics. I particularly value companies that provide opportunities for advancement to all their people and help equalize access to the world's resources. Protecting the environment also is significant for me. I also avoid sin stocks. Of course, I expect a dividend yield from my stocks. End quotes. Among the dividend-paying stocks, the Impact Investor recommends are Nestle SA, Procter & Gamble, 3M, the Clorox Company, and Becton Dickinson & Company. Again, go to this page on my website and click down to the link for information. Now some other honorable mentions, no particular order, just didn't have time to cover them. 1. Title: 10 Best Performing Technology ETFs in 2022 on yahoo.com by Omar Farouk. 2. Title: 7 Best Socially Responsible Funds on Investing, usnews.com by Jeff Reeves. 3. Title: Brookfield Infrastructure. It's not been this cheap in a long time, on seekingalpha.com by Jonathan Weber. 4. Title: 10 Cheap Solar Stocks to Buy on yahoo.com by Afan Meyer. 5. Title: Avalon Bay Communities, a top socially responsible dividend stock with 3.9% yield on nasdaq.com by BNK Invest. 6. Title: Got $5,000? 3 top infrastructure stocks to buy for the long term on Fool.com by Ruben Greg Brewer. 7. Title: 3 tech titans worth owning in 2023 and beyond on Fool.com by Justin Pope, Will Healy, and Jake Lurch. 8. Title: The Best Energy Dividend Stock for a Decade of Passive Income on Fool.com by Matt DiLallo. Now articles from outside the US. 1. Australia. Some upside surprises and 8 ethical stocks to watch. LiveWireMarkets.com by Australian Ethical. 2. Australia again. ASX shares. 6 sustainability ETFs worth watching on AFR.com by Tony Featherstone. 3. India. Top 10 companies in India for CSR and sustainability in 2022 on the csrjournal.in by the CSR Journal. And 4. Canada. 2023 Responsible Funds Guide by Corporate Knights on corporateknights.com. One point about these from other countries is that they don't necessarily rule out the possibility of Americans being able to invest in some of those companies and funds mentioned. Well, these are my top news stories with their stock and fund tips for this podcast, ESG Stock Picks for January 2023. Now, please be sure to click the like and subscribe buttons on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you download or listen to this podcast. This helps bring these podcasts to others like you. And please click the share buttons to share this podcast with your friends and family. Let's promote ethical and sustainable investing as a force for hope and prosperity in these terribly troubled times. Contact me if you have any questions. Thank you for listening. Again, wishing you and your family and friends a great 2023. Talk to you next January 27th. Bye for now. Learn how to create a simple portfolio reflecting your personal values by taking my 1-hour tutorial. Go to investingforthesoul.com/podcasts and click the link in the right-hand column for my DIY Ethical Sustainable Investing Pays tutorial. Now, I'll mention in the podcast if I have any direct interest or holdings in companies or securities I'm talking about. Furthermore, any news, opinions, analysis, or other information offered by myself, as well as references and information to or from other external sources in this podcast, is provided as general market information and should not be relied upon and thus does not constitute investment advice. Investors should consult their own licensed investment professional before making investments. Also, I will not accept liability for any loss or damage, including without limitation any loss of profit, which may arise directly or indirectly from use of or reliance on information in this podcast. Do contact me at ronr@investingforthesoul.com. Signing off, this is Ron Robbins.